This man can eat 20 bowls of rice in one sitting. Right after finishing his meal, he couldn't hold it in and needed to rush to the bathroom. However, the arriving monk told him to hold it and said that enduring this would strengthen his foundation for his training. In a hurry, the man tried to strike a horse stance, but as soon as he started, he couldn't hold back anymore. With no other option, he sat on a wooden post, just managing to keep it in. The next day, the monk set a fire and put the man in a pot, claiming it would help boost his internal energy. Then, they brought in ice and threw him into it. To master top-tier Chinese martial arts, the man endured with sheer willpower. At that moment, the monk had another challenge. He took out a bunch of bugs and dumped them on the man. The man then began a new part of his training. This time, he balanced a candle on his head and practiced light-footedness by stepping on a porcelain plate. Even though the plate cracked, the monk lied and told him it was fine, quickly swapping it for a new one while the man didn't notice. As the candle was blocking his view, he soon believed he had mastered the technique. Feeling confident, the man moved on to the second challenge. He had to walk barefoot across a path full of steel nails. He was terrified at the sight of the sharp nails, but with encouragement from the monk, he took a step. Just as his foot was about to touch the nails, the monk signaled to his disciples, who triggered a mechanism that made the nails disappear. The man felt no pain and confidently walked across, thinking he had gained the iron feet ability. Believing he had mastered that skill, the man moved on to the third challenge. He had to climb to the top and grab a rope to swing across, but no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't make it. The monk had no choice but to push him up with his knee. Then, the man cautiously walked on a wooden plank. Even though the monk had made things easier for him, he almost fell off. Luckily, the monk had prepared a rope, and with great caution, the man managed to make it through. Finally, he reached the last challenge. He had to walk around a water barrel 10,000 times, but after only 2 laps, he slipped and accidentally knocked over a beehive. In a panic, he threw the beehive at the monk. The monk's face swelled up like a pig's head. To get back at the man, the monk told him his martial arts were now complete and sent him to a cliff for a final test.